Manager, are you sure I should review this movie?
Well, yeah, kid, unless you want to be living on the streets.
No. Okay, I'll do it.
Well, good luck, Mr. Kid.
So, you're probably wondering, what movie can we possibly do today? Well, let me introduce you to the movie, Manos, The Hands of Fate. Manos, The Hands of Fate is a 1966 horror movie directed, written, and produced by Harold Warren, who also stars in the movie. The movie has a super low budget of $19,000 and had a horrible critical reception, even landing on Mystery Science Theater 3000. So let's dive into Manos, The Hands of Fate. So we see driving. Get used to it, folks. We're gonna see a good 8 minutes of it. Also, listen to that soundtrack.
Merrily, 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 life is
down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is buzz.
Ah, the best soundtrack the budget list could buy. So, more driving. Seriously, YouTube vlogs aren't as boring as this, as they get pulled over by a cop.
Can't you give us a break, officer? Well, all right. Sure do appreciate it. We are running kind of late.
And apparently both those guys are ventriloquists, seeing how both their lips didn't move and yet voices came out. There's also this random couple that really do nothing in the story. They just pop in and out occasionally and point out something that's happening in the main plot. They don't get killed, they don't get involved, they don't do anything relevant, but just sit around and point out what's going on in the story from time to time. Yeah, sorry lovebirds, but pointing out what's going on in the plot is my job. I'm pretty sure both of you could just scram. So they end up coming across a creepy house and this guy, Torgo.
There is no way out of here. It will be dark soon.
But it looks like it's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Anyway, they decide to stay the night in the creepy house, and we get a painfully boring Torgo helping with luggage scene. Anyway, they go into the house and see a picture of this man with a dog.
It looks so sinister.
Must be the master himself.
Oh, Mike, I'm scared. He has the meanest look. That dog.
I'd hate to run up on him in the dark or even in the light for that matter.
Okay, we get it. Can we please move on? Yes, we get it. It's a picture of a creepy guy. He's creepy. He looks like Joseph Stalin with a Gandalf beard. But get on with it. Do something. So they hear an animal outside it. Wait, it's nighttime now? How did we go from 3 in the afternoon just not a few minutes ago to night? Well, anyway, the poodle runs out and gets killed off screen, and the parents break the news to their little girl.
You went away, baby. You went away while you were asleep.
But hey, look on the bright side. You guys now have fresh Chinese food tonight. So Mike decides to fix up the car, but it's broken. Meanwhile, Torgo hits on Margaret. Yeah, I'm gonna play this music over this scene.
You're the one I dream about, but the only question with me now is, do I creep you out?
Also, anyone notice that her headwear keeps disappearing and reappearing? Could you imagine me wearing a headband for one scene and then the next scene I'm automatically not wearing it? That'd just be stupid. So they look around for their daughter till they find her with the hell dog from that picture earlier. That's nothing. You should see my hell dog. Isn't that right, Zool? So we cut to, well, it's supposed to be the middle of the desert, but it looks more like they're in the middle of a Roman Colosseum diorama, and we see the master and the evil he's done. Kidnaps women and forced them to be his wives. Also, Torgo is his henchman who kidnaps the women for him, and Margaret is the next target. Hey, that rhymed. So Mike gets knocked out by Torgo and tied to a tree. The master awakens himself and the wives, who then fight over who's the favorite. And they fight for at least a good 2 minutes. Ladies, he loves you all the same. I mean, can we just hug and make up already? The master burns Torgo's hand off as he runs into the night. Mike gets saved by his family and shoots a gunshot to get cops' attention, and the cops think that the gunshot came all across the border from Mexico. So the master finds the family back at the house as Mike tries shooting him while the master stares him down for a good minute and a half. Then it fades to black and we see these 2 girls driving on a way to vacation. Their car ends up parking in front of the house, and it turns out Mike has been turned into the new Torgo, and his wife and daughter are now the master's new wives. And it ends with a "the end?" question mark. You are not the Blob! The effects are bad even by low budget standards, the production is overall amateur, the acting is home movie quality, but the worst thing about this movie is that it's terribly boring. Shots linger on boring things for way too long. Crap! So just to reiterate, the first 8 minutes is nothing but driving. This movie deserves to be called one of the worst movies ever made, because that's exactly what it is. One of the worst movies ever made.